Raise your hand if you want to achieve financial freedom. Okay. Raise your hand again if you'd like to have time freedom also to enjoy the financial freedom, and say I. So you are in the right room. So we are here to learn more, correct? We want to learn. We are here to update ourselves. And that's how we can upgrade ourselves. And it's all about the previous panel. They have discussed a lot about mindset, correct? Everybody, like, see, we are on common understanding that mindset is important in everything. Let it be mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, and financial well-being. True? And that's what I'm going you to little deep dive into what mind is. Without understanding mind, it is very difficult to have right mindset. We all talk about that we need mindset, but what is mind? And I'm going to explain you, which I learned from my mentor, learn more to earn more. And both of my mentors says that money plays very important part in our life. We live in civilized society. We cannot ignore power of money. And that can come when we have right awareness. Yeah. Yeah. So you already answered this. What if I say that financial freedom is simple? It's simple, but not easy, because it has to do a lot with mindset. Now, this statistics or percentage is from my mentor, Bob Proctor. I learned from him. In 2016, April, I learned that mindset is 95% and strategy is 5%. Strategy is also important, but more important is mindset. And this was eye-opening moment for me. So if mindset is so important, what mind is? You will be having a question. Think about that. So in this session, I'm going to cover mindset and strategy both. Major part of mind and some part of strategy, which I learned, which helped me to build my financial freedom. What I'm going to share from this stage is what I have applied, and I have built my financial freedom. So you will be thinking, who am I? My name is Dipak Bhadra. I'm alignment coach. So I want you to imagine a car. Like, how many of you drive car? And how many wheels are there in car? 4 wheels. What if one wheel is not aligned? What happens? It's not smooth ride. It's risky. It brings wear and tear to your car, and it's not pleasant drive. Now, how many areas of life we have? Mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, financial well-being. These are the 4 wheels of our life. If one of the wheel is not aligned, we will not have that pleasant rides. Does it resonate with you? All these 4 areas. I'm alignment coach. I'm Amazon bestseller. You can see my book, that Grow Your Money Tree. 3 years back, I never thought that I can write a book. It was not even in my dream. I have seen other people. When I was going to Bob Proctor's training, many people were launching their book. Bob was writing forward. But that idea was, even physically, I was in that room, but I never thought I can write a book, because my self-image was that I am not a writer, I am not a creator, I am not good in English. And all those things, I put those writing a book on backseat. But I connected with a mentor who helped me to write this book. I'm consultant with Bob Proctor's company. Bob Proctor has changed my life, but then these are my other mentors. You can see Bob Proctor is here. This is, how many of you know this person? Andy Harrington. So Andy Harrington helped me on public speaking. What I am doing, I was 5 years back, I thought I'm an introvert person. Now, one of the panel speakers says that 85% people, they would prefer to rather die than speaking on stage. Does it make sense? Now, this was me also. But then I went to this gentleman. I learned public speaking. Robert Kiyosaki. I'm an engineer. I was 30 years in engineering, only in one subject, air conditioning. And I didn't know anything about money. I was handing over my money to somebody else to manage, expecting that they will help me to grow my money. But it was not happening. And that made me to decide that, no, I have to take control. And to take that control, I have to go to the best person. And I went to best person in the world. Then comes my business mentor, my digital coach mentor. How many of you feel that these days online presence is very important? So I have digital coach, I have book writing coach, who is in India, Bob Proctor, you know, this is my mindset coach as well as adventurous coach. I went with Thaddeus Lawrence. How many know about Thaddeus Lawrence? Anybody in the stage? With the hall. So I went with Thaddeus Lawrence for 10 days on mountaineering. Now my self-image was there that I cannot go on mountaineering. I'm too old. But last year I went for 10 days with this gentleman on the height of 12,500 feet, carrying my 12 kg bag, which I never thought I can do it. So it is all our in mind. When we conquer our mind, we can do a lot. Now, these are the things I do now. You can see this. Skydiving. You can see there is a fear. Anything we do new, the fear is going to come. And that is anything, whether you want to leave your job and start a new business, whether you want to expand your business or anything new. These are two pictures. When I jump from the plane, you can see these are real emotions. But then within few seconds, you can see this. That made me to go for scuba diving. This was last year. I went to a school. Now, I don't want you to impress on this. I want to impress upon you that if I can do it, you all can do it. And we deserve this good life with freedom of choice. Now, let's go into the session. I want you to imagine about, say, your pets. How many of you have pets? Think about your pets. Think about your family, whether they are in Dubai or they are in any other country or city. Think about your car. Maybe you have parked your car in the basement. Think about that car. Think about your kitchen at your home and refrigerator. Think about your friends. Think about Burj Khalifa. How many of you have started getting pictures, images? Yeah. So what I want you to go through is when you think about something, the images will come on screen of your mind, correct? Does it make sense? It's images. We think with mind, we think in images. Now, a person, suppose in a country in Africa, and he has never seen a picture of Burj Khalifa. He has never came to Dubai, not seen Burj Khalifa, picture or real. Do you agree that this person will not have any image to think about Burj Khalifa? Because he has not seen. So when there is no picture, there is a confusion. Correct? When there is no picture, there is a confusion. Now, what if I say about mind? Think about your mind. What kind of picture comes on screen of your mind? Something like this? Walnut shape, you can say, then this brain. Now, brain is a physical organ of our body, which can be seen in the MRI, X-ray. But what if I say that mind is not an organ? Mind is an activity. Now, till the age of 49, I was not aware. Even whatever I was doing with my mind. But I didn't know what my mind is. And then I was getting some success, but I was not leading to my big dream of financial freedom, which I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. But in 5 years, I was nowhere close to that dream. And something was missing. And then I went to Bob Proctor and I learned what mind is. So now this is not a real picture of mind, but you need an image to work with to have the flow. Now, if I want you to think about, say, Burj Khalifa. Now, there is a quote by Sheikh Mohammed. He says, future belongs to those who can imagine it, design it, and execute it. How many of you are aware about this statement of Sheikh Mohammed? He didn't say future belongs to those who have money, who can execute it. Future belongs to those who can imagine it. And we do imagination with our mind. Now imagine it that this big circle is your mind and this small circle is your body. This is, you can see this part. It's not. So conscious mind, upper half. So imagine your head as mind. How many of you have learned about this concept before? You learned, but yeah, okay, great. From Bob Proctor, correct? This is Bob Proctor's concept. So I learned personally from Bob Proctor. I traveled Canada and US 9 times to learn this material from Bob Proctor. I decided to work with him. I decided to learn from him. And I decided to do what he is doing. And thanks to him, I'm here today. And I'm impacting, influencing, inspiring many lives. So thanks, Abdullah, for giving this opportunity to share this. So this is mind. Imagine that this is your conscious mind, which is upper half. This is your subconscious mind. How many of you have heard that everything we do with subconscious mind? Subconscious mind controls everything. But if you don't have image of subconscious mind, it's very difficult to get the results. Yeah, and we do action with body, correct? Without taking action, nothing is going to happen. Does it make sense? So it's all about alignment. Now you can see these 5 antennas. What are these 5 antennas? Anybody? Senses, yeah. We have 5 senses. Now, right now, I'm sharing this information. You are receiving this information using your 2 senses, see and hear, correct? Now, do you agree that these 5 senses are given to animals also? Our pets also, they have these senses. So what makes us human being different than animals? Subconscious, yeah, we have ability to uh, think internally, correct? Like we have, so Bob Proctor says we are given 6 mental gifts. Now those 6 mental gifts makes us different than animals. Yeah. Yeah, those are in conscious mind. So 6 mental gifts are in conscious mind. It is imagination, will, thinking, memory, intuition, perception. These are the 6 mental gifts we are having. Now, unfortunately, what we do, we use our mental gifts against us. How many of you, when you read newspaper, and there is something like recently, just 2 days back, it was there in newspaper, they were comparing cost of living 20 years back and now. Or something was there again last week, that 50% of UAE residents are having stress because of cost of living, higher cost of living. Now, when you receive this kind of information and you are not using your thinking, you lose control. Like our panel speaker were talking about inside out and outside in, correct? So inside out is you create your picture, like they have vision board. Like, so with vision board, you are creating those pictures of what you really want. And then you are planting those pictures or seeds in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever we plant, it will give in multiplication. Not if you plant one seed, you will not get only one seed, you will get thousands of seeds. So if you plant one worry, one thought of worry, it will give back multiplication. Now, this is how we use our imagination. Yes, Mr. Abdullah. No, thinking is here, but see, when we have worry and doubt, we procrastinate. Because our thinking at conscious mind and belief at subconscious mind are not in alignment. So suppose somebody has written a goal card or having a vision and picture, but if belief system is not changed, there is always misalignment. So I told that alignment is everything. It's all about alignment. And if things are not aligned, there is a misalignment. And that's where we miss opportunity. So subconscious mind, so our conscious mind is called thinking mind. We think with our conscious mind. Ideas are created in conscious mind. Our mental gifts are in conscious mind. And that is the gateway of our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind has no ability to accept or reject. It will accept everything. At conscious mind, we have ability to accept or reject. We have ability to analyze whether it is a good thought or bad thought. It is a positive thought or negative thought. Is it a right use of my memory? It is a wrong use of my memory. It is right use of my time or wrong use of my time. It is right use of money or wrong use of money. All those things, we are given ability in our conscious mind. And we need to learn. How many of you feel that this needs to be learned? If we want to achieve exponential results and growth. And then body is responsible for taking action. Now this subject, only this diagram, I can take full day. But as we have limited time, I will not go that much in detail. But it's all about see, this is the 3 A's. Now I want you to make notes because there will be some questions and there will be gift. So whoever answers those questions right will get some gift. That's how you can engage, correct? So it's all about alignment. So awareness, alignment, and actions. 3 A's. I'm giving you this hint. 3 A's. Awareness is at conscious level. So you are all here. You are receiving this information through your conscious mind. And then that becomes as a storage. That becomes as information. Now, how many of you feel that we have a lot of information, but there is no implementation? There is a knowing and doing gap. It's with everybody. We have knowing and doing gap. So knowing part is this, doing part is body. We take action, like from when you step out of this room, you'll be carrying a lot of new information. But then unless you don't take action, after a few days, you will forget it. And I was the person till the time I understood this drawing from Bob Proctor. But the moment I understood this, I learned this, I'm still learning on this. There is no end to learning. I've seen Bob Proctor learning every day for 4 or 5 hours till the age of 88. He passed away 2 years back, but I have seen him learning. I had been to his library also, his studio, and he was always like, he says morning 5 o'clock, he wake up and he learn. So it's all about awareness, alignment, and actions. So how many of you use GPS? How many of you came here using GPS? I was not aware about this location, so I searched it. I came by GPS, and we use this GPS because GPS makes our life easy. What are the benefits of GPS? Why do you use GPS? Correct, yeah. With time also, with different options also, correct? It will tell you that, okay, go on Al Khail Road, go on Sheikh Zayed Road, go on this road. This road there are toll. This road is no toll, but it will take 7-8 minutes. You can say it will take more time, correct? And then we follow it. And then in that process, we can enjoy ride also. Okay, you don't have to worry. You don't have to ask anybody. The time when I remember there was no GPS, we have to stop our car, either check with petrol pump or check with somebody that how to go there. But when GPS we have, our life become easy. Now, do you agree that GPS needs some inputs from you? If you don't give input, GPS will not give you solution. So what are those inputs? Where we want to go, correct? Yeah, it's simple. So same way financial freedom is, why I'm sharing about this is financial freedom is also as simple as this. You should know where you are and where you want to go. But 95% people, this is what Bob Proctor statistic, they don't know where they are and they don't know where they want to go. We keep doing same thing repeatedly, and keep getting the same results. Maybe with incremental change, maybe with temporary change, not permanent change and exponential growth. To get this exponential growth, we need new awareness, correct? Now, we are all here to gain the awareness. I'm excited to learn about vision board. I learned from this panel speakers, certain things I made notes. So we are here to raise our awareness. And it's all about awareness. But then there is something else, like, see, if success or financial freedom is so easy to go from point A to point B, do you agree that all people in the world will be financially free if it is so easy? So there is something which holds people back. And that is called paradigm. How many of you have heard about this paradigm? And when COVID came, people started talking, there is a paradigm shift happening, education system paradigm shift, doing business paradigm shift. But what is paradigm? If we don't know what paradigms are, and paradigms are in our mind, and unless we don't know what mind is, we'll not learn, we'll not have this clarity. So going back to financial freedom, now this definition you must be knowing that what is financial freedom? When passive income is more than monthly expenses, correct? How many of you have played cash flow game? And we learned from that. It's simple. Even in that game, a cleaner or janitor also can be financially free, correct? But if there is proper financial literacy, and with all the initiative of Mr. Abdullah, he is doing this to create financial literacy. So I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. But now see, that definition is not enough. Now these I learned from Bob Proctor, that financial freedom is not all about money. Now this was something new for me because till 2011, I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. I started doing some real estate investment. And it was very clear that positive passive income or positive cash flow will make you financially free, correct? The more assets you have, you are going on that journey of financial freedom. Now in 5 years, I was nowhere. I had 2 properties. One was giving me positive cash flow, one was giving me negative cash flow. At the end of 5 years, I was at 0 passive income. And something was missing. Now, what was missing? When I went to first time to Bob Proctor in April 2016, he asked me that how your life will look like when you are financially free. And I didn't have any picture. Being me as an engineer, I was always logical, straight thinker. Formula, drawings. Now, how many of you are engineers here? And I was engineer. I'm still engineer. My academic background is engineer, but this was my straight thinking, logical thinking. I never thought that I need a picture to work with. And that's what Bob says. You need to have a reason why you want to be financially free. Unless you don't have those pictures, maybe you want to work on your passion, maybe you have some hobbies, maybe you want to spend time with family, you want to have some luxury, you want to live in a good home, you want to have money, or all of this. But you need a picture. Unless you don't have a clear picture, so the picture is like seed. Now, how many of you know how to grow a plant? What first we need? We need seed, correct? But suppose if this seed I have with me since last 3 years, this is a mango seed, and I got one seed from Bob Proctor, which is acorn seed. This Bob gave me because Bob was explaining on this. And he says, seed is not enough unless you make a decision to plant it, correct? Now, these both seeds are having potential to grow as a tree. But as I have not made a decision to plant, nothing has changed. Now, suppose I made a decision. Now, this I am giving example of financial freedom, where people miss this because they have a wish, hope, or interest, not a burning desire. A decision is not made. If decision is not made, even though your dream has a potential to grow, it will not happen. Now, do you agree that this seed needs right soil? If I go to desert and plant this, and every day I go and take care of that seed, is it going to grow? Why? Because wrong soil, it's not a conducive environment. Now, same thing happens in our life when we have this dream, but we are surrounded with wrong environment. Like our speaker was telling that you are Abdullah only was telling that you are surrounded with 4 people. You will be the 5th person who is lazy. You need right conducive environment, correct? Now, suppose you have planted the seed, it's the right environment, but if you don't nurture it, it will not grow. So then comes nurturing. Now, after nurturing also, what if this seed is not showing up and then every day you open the soil? What is going to happen? We are killing that seed, correct? Because we have, now one of the speaker was talking about patience. You need to have patience and faith. Universe also wants the same thing from us. About our dream also is like seed. If we don't have patience and trust and faith, we are killing that. So those are all terms which inspired me to write this book, Grow Your Money Tree. So have those pictures, what you would be doing when you are financially free. This is something I learned from Bob Proctor. Now he says there are 3 types of income earning strategy. Now you can see this M1, M2, M3. So M1 is something where 96% of population of world, they earn money by doing this. But they hold only 1% of wealth in the world. Now these are not my figure, these are Bob Proctor's figure. And he has invested 62 years of his life learning these principles. So he says 96% people, 1%, what they do. Now one of the speaker, again, I'm coming back to those panels discussion we had. You have a choice to do everything by you, or you have right team with you whose time you can leverage, correct? Does it make sense? But 96% people, they trade their time. And we have limited time. So we miss this opportunity. M2 people. Now M2 is what? They are born rich. Suppose somebody is born in Warren Buffett's family, or Bill Gates' family, or from India, Mukesh Ambani's family, they are born rich. They are already having that conducive environment of wealth mindset, prosperity mindset. They know how to grow their money. So those are 3% people, and they hold 3% of wealth in the world. What they do? They make money from money. Correct? But then this category, if you see M3, 1% people in the world, but they hold 96% of wealth. And what they do? They have multiple sources of income. Correct? Now, if we are relying on one source, definitely we are limiting our potential, multiple sources of income. And Bob was referring this as MSI, multiple sources of income. How many sources of income you have? Think about this. No need to share here. I'll go to next one. How many of you are aware about this cash flow quadrant? Yeah. So as per Robert Kiyosaki, he says the entire earning population of the world divided into 4 quadrants. Yeah. Employee, what employees they do? They trade their time. They trade their time maybe 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours per day, 5 days or 6 days or 4 days a week. They get some money, and that's how they pay their bill and grow. Then comes S quadrants, self-employee or small business owners or small entrepreneurs. Do you agree that they trade more time? If you have your own business, you'll be trading more time than your employees. Yeah, maybe your employees are giving 8 or 9 hours, but you will be spending more, maybe 10, 12, 15, 16 hours with all the worries. How I'm going to pay salary, how I'm going to pay office rent, how I'm going to renew my license, how I'm going to pay to my vendors, all those things. So these people, they trade their time, both people. This left quadrant, E and S. Now these also pay attention to this, what information I'm sharing. B quadrant. Now B quadrant is a big business owner. So as per Robert Kiyosaki's definition, any business owner having 500 plus employees, because they are leveraging other people's time. So our speaker was talking about learn how to leverage other people's time. Either you can surround yourself with those people who can complement your weaknesses. You don't need to learn everything. You can't learn everything, but you can have people around you whose time you can leverage. And then comes investor. So Mr. Abdullah is teaching people how to invest rightly. And that's how you can leverage and enjoy the freedom. So these are the 4 quadrants. I was just touching a little bit on strategy part. I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. So this is something about cash flow patterns. How many of you believe that it is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep? Yeah. And if you see, Robert Kiyosaki has divided this cash flow pattern. Cash flow pattern is what? How cash flows in your life. Whatever you earn, how much you are retaining. So if you see, this is poor person's income statement. Now, poor person doesn't mean that somebody is living in slum. Poor person can be even doctor also or a pilot also. I've seen those people earning very high, but they are spending everything. So this is income statement, income, expense, asset, liability. If you have played cash flow game, you may be knowing this. How many of you have filled your personal financial statement so far? Personal financials, not your business financial statement, personal financial statement. Now this can be a good start. Do this. So we'll be having this exercise today in this session. So what poor people they do? They earn and they spend everything. Now what they spend on? Taxis, food, rent, clothes, transportation, big car, big homes, big vacations. And they don't make their money to work for them, correct? So that is called poor person's cash flow statement. Then comes middle class, average person. They buy liabilities. They buy liabilities. They buy big car on personal loan. They go for vacation. They buy some luxuries. The moment they say get bonus and incentive, picture of car, luxury car is there in their mind. The car is waiting for me, and they believe in instant reward, instant gratification. So what they do? They earn. So income comes, income flows like this. So they have to pay this liability, correct? What happens if they don't pay for liabilities? Consequences? It can be legal, it can be mental stress, and then they run away because they created this instant gratification. And then they have expenses also. So cash flows like income, liabilities, and then expenses, and nothing is there in asset column. So if these 2 people, if you see, there is nothing in asset column. Asset column is empty. And that's what people felt that heat when COVID came. And then comes these people, rich people. So they have this rich mindset. They believe in delayed gratification. So just to give example, what I learned from Robert Kiyosaki, So he was learning that time, and he has learned investing in real estate. He has invested in real estate. He got some profit of $100,000. He was having a dream car in his mind. He wanted to buy a Porsche. And one part of his mind says that now you worked so hard, you got the profit, car is waiting in the showroom, go and reward yourself. So which was his poor dad's learning. Now, if you have read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he was having these two mindset, rich dad mindset, poor dad mindset. So his poor dad learning told him that, okay, go and buy a car and reward yourself. But his rich dad learning was make your money to work for you. But for that, you need to have a delayed gratification. So what he did, he bought a property of 1 million using that 100,000 as down payment. He borrowed 900,000, and then that property started giving him rent. And then he started getting cash flow. And from that cash flow, he went to car showroom and he got the car. So he made money to work for him. But what he has followed is instant delayed gratification. So there's some exercise. Now we don't have this time. So we'll give you paper to you. You can fill your personal cash flow statement. Everybody is having this, correct? You can put your numbers. This will give you idea where you are. So as per GPS, you should know where you are, whether you have any passive income or no. It will give you idea. And then you can use where you want to go. So these are just explanation of this cash flow statement. It's a simple. You can use this for you. You can put your numbers and it will give you fair idea. These two things I learned last week. I was attending a workshop of, it says never work again. And I learned something in this workshop. What are your freedom number? Or what is your freedom number? So what is that amount of passive income which you want to earn, which will give you that time freedom? You know your numbers better based on your expenses. Now these numbers are moving numbers. These are moving targets. As you grow in your lifestyle, your passive income target will change. But happiness number is something, more than that you get, it will not make you happy. So have those both numbers, your freedom number, your happiness number. And before I close, this is again, I'm coming back to mindset. So now think about this paradigm shift. So this diagram is paradigm shift by Bob Proctor. Now in this room, as we are on common ground that everybody wants financial freedom. But suppose something is not happening in your life, something is derailed, you will have worry and doubt. How many of you were ignorant so far about mind, how mind works? We have not covered much, but at least on surface I have covered. Now, we are ignorant about a lot of things. Even see technology, say mobile phone. Maybe if 125 years back, Graham Bell, he came up with those conventional phone, those handhold. Did anybody thought that things like what we have today, mobile phone, where we can access entire world, all the information, banking, entertainment, business, everything we can do with this device? It was not, it was illogical. So something which we don't know today, it doesn't mean it is not there. So what happens? We have worry and doubt. Our subconscious mind, we plant this seed. It will give us back fear, frustration, anger, jealousy, guilt, resentment. All those things are outcome of worry and doubt. So pay very close attention to what you are thinking. Are you thinking of worry and doubt? What you will get is this. It will turn into your body as an anxiety. Our body is instrument of mind. It will reflect whatever we think. How many of you have heard about what we become what we think about? Our thoughts become things. So this is the diagram, how thoughts become things. Anxiety, how many of you love to express anxiety? How many of you will love to come on stage and share that I'm feeling anxiety? Or you will go on social media? We suppress it, correct? We don't even tell our loved ones that I'm having anxiety. Now anything we suppress turns into depression. And that depression turns into disease. And that leads to disintegration. So this is the one part, remaining ignorant about this. You are here to raise your awareness. So best way is to shift from ignorance to knowledge. That comes with study. I learned this from Bob Proctor. I'm studying this in 7 years. And then you will have understanding that what you want is already there. So I want to show something. How many of you are familiar with this? Yeah? Now I'm tuning this. Do you agree that this room is filled with a lot of frequencies? Now, just want to show that the answers you are looking for are already here. In this room, there are millions of frequencies, correct? But unless we don't tap into those frequencies, we are missing that opportunity. Radio, music is there. Even your internet, you go to YouTube and any information you will get. So information is around us. It's just a matter of tapping into that information and then applying it. So when you do this, when you learn this, what will happen? You will have well-being. Well-being you will love to express. I love to share this information. But initially when I was learning, I was not having confidence. But when I applied, now I'm creating this. I've already created my financial freedom. I have bigger dreams. I'm working on those dreams. So this diagram is very important. Like I can take full day on this. So before, like, see, this is one of the takeaway. I learned first lesson from Robert Kiyosaki. Pay yourself first. How many of you pay other people first and keep yourself last? I was that person. But when I learned this 3 piggy bank concept, he told me have 3 piggy banks, which you can do even today also. You can teach your children also. This is the financial literacy lesson I want to leave with you. Have piggy bank, 3 piggy banks. One is savings, investment, and charity. And every day morning, put some fixed amount in that. Now, this will help you to build your prosperity mindset. If you pay other people first, it is a poverty mindset. You are keeping yourself last. And this money will help you to build your financial freedom. I build my financial freedom. I'm doing this since last 14 years. Every day morning, I put, amount doesn't matter. It is habit. And now it is quiz time. So you have some gifts for you who are attentive. Yeah. So let's learn. So who is willing to give answer for this? Yeah. Okay, Tasavi, she says 95 first. Yeah, okay. Come. You want me to? No. Yeah, you can go upstairs. Up, come up. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. All the best. Congratulations. So now it is second question. What are the 3 A's to achieve financial freedom? Yeah. Come. Yeah, welcome. Congratulations. One more. So this was the answer, awareness, alignment. Which are the 4 cash flow quadrants? Raise your hand. 3 people whom I select. Lama is already having this book. So please come. Huh? No, first one? Invest. Yeah, ESBI. Okay. Okay. You are jumbled up. Perfect. Please come. Thank you. Congratulations. And I have one more left. Who wants this? Who wants this? Who wants this? Yeah. See, this is called action. That was the wish. Somebody stepped up, came here and collected. So opportunities are like this in life. Grab the opportunity. Grab the opportunity. Don't just wait. And yeah, so this was the answer. What next? Book a discovery call with me if you want to learn more. This was 30 seconds was too short. If you want to learn more, this is the code. If you want to have coffee meeting with me, we can discuss more. You can scan this code, QR code. And then my book preview of 50 pages. I'm offering these 50 pages, all of you. First 50 pages, you can scan this and download it. That's all from my side. Hope this was useful to you. Some Something new you have learned today? Thank you.